Okay, now we're doing number 27. And 27 gives us a graph that looks very much like that. And that is the graph of a function. So this is y equals some f of x. And we have to match it with, if we were going to take the derivative of this, what graph in red would we get? And we're on page 132. And notice when you take a derivative, you reduce the degree by 1. So this is clearly the graph of a second degree polynomial. And so now if we take a derivative of this, we're going to reduce that degree by 1. And so we're going to have a first degree polynomial on our hands, and we'll do a graph of that, and which of those in red is a first degree polynomial, and it turns out that B is. So our answer is B, which corresponds to y equals f prime of x. So that's all there is to it. You take a derivative, you reduce the degree. And so we're matching graphs and their derivatives, and that's what we get. Now we're doing question 29. And so this is our function y equals f of x, and we have to match it with the graph or approximate the graph of the derivative of this. Well, the rate of change at 0 is 0 because it's a flat line. The rate of change at this particular value is also 0. So for the derivative, y equals f prime of x, we're going to have a 0 there. We're also going to have a 0 right here, because that the tangent line would be flat. We're going to have a 0 right here because a tangent line would be flat. And we're going to have a 0 right here because the tangent line would be flat there. No rate of change. And now let's keep going. Let's see, the slope is positive on this interval, and this is the derivative, so it's going to be negative. I beg your pardon. So this is going to be positive going in, and the slope is negative here, so it's going to be negative coming out, and then we've got to connect these dots. Then it's this slope is positive, and then once we get to here, it stops. So this is, we've got a flat spot here. It's positive. Now all these values are negative, so we're connecting, and then that's where the flat spot is, and now the slope is still negative, so we're going to be negative till 0. And let's see, does one of these does that match one of these graphs? And it does. It matches D, if you notice. And they have that thing going like that because it isn't. Oh, I see. Yeah, because this goes like that. Yeah. So that slope is positive. That's why that's going up like that. Okay, so it's D. That's our guy. All right. Play around with that. It's fun.